Every night I watch her. Yes, I watch her do it. friends. And if you ask me, you know I couldn't be much help, because a friend's somebody you judge for yourself. Some are okay and they treat you real cool, and some mistake your kindness for being the fool. We like to be with some because they're funny. Others come around when they need some money. Some you up with around the way, and you're still real close to this very day. Homeboys through the summer, winter, spring, and fall, and then they so we wish we never knew it all. And this goes on again and again, but these are the people that we call friends. If I met her whole family, I would kiss her dead. So my mind, I was thinking she really likes me. She got a good head on the shoulder and she's no dummy. Me and her had a whole horror story, but she loved me out so bad I was on the ropes. Now when I was with her, my shoulders shrugged, because when I reached out for a kiss and a hug, she looked me in my face and smiled with a grin and said this question: why can't we be friends? 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 I knew she was different, a very special gal. For the time being, I shall respect the wishes. She wasn't a groupie, I understand. She said she just had met me. I liked her for that. A woman with morals. She called me every day, so I thought she was loyal. And bugged me out, cause I don't usually wait. But on a scale of 1 to 10, she was a 28. We went on on the reg, movies and dinner. Always stay at my house, way past 10 o'clock. I thought she really liked me. I did the right thing, like my name was Spikely. She had her own car, so I walked into the door. Right, bust around, I said, give me some more. So I put my lips out to get a kiss, and she said just like this: why can't we be friends? 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 I knew something to draw because my back is correct. Talking for 6 months and didn't get it yet. I thought I was slipping, or maybe in the slump. I felt like Eddie Murphy when he went Professor Crump. No, it can't be. She's here every day, so I don't know why she wanna treat me this way. I gotta investigate like Magnum PI. I just don't understand why or why. So the next time I saw her, she wasn't happy. She had a frown on her face and real jumpy. I said, yo, what's wrong? I was real concerned the way she looked. My life had took a real turn. She said I went to court today, and I said, what? If I tell you this, you're gonna go to. I said, tell me I can take it, I won't pretend. I gotta go to jail for life, so why can't we be friends? 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 Why can't we be friends?
Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was a quarter concert. She had long hair and a short mini skirt. I just got this head dripping warm with sweat. I was running through the crowd. Yes, who I met? I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're under proof. I asked her her name, she said blah, blah, blah. She had 9-10 pins and a very big bra.
All right, that's enough of that. Maybe more later. I got work to do. What is up, y'all? Nice to have that set up again. 1 in the morning. Let me catch up on the chat. Who's it? Janet, Part, Zach, Jack, BB, what's up? I don't think we've got shenanigans in here. I saw over at the listing and the loafing. She'll figure it out. Let's take a look at the postcards sold. It was overall meh day yesterday. Nothing spectacular. A couple $100. Trinity Memorial Church, Ambler, Pennsylvania, $3.95. We've got Lake Chelan, Washington boat launch. This got pretty recent. Q9, that's probably like June-ish. Sold for $9.31. Here's a real photo postcard with the photo mask from the Alaska Yukon Pacific Expo. I know that because of this logo on the back here. Took an offer for this fine fella for $15. What were we saying yesterday about anonymous people, real photos? Well, sometimes there's exceptions. Mount St. Helens and Spirit Lake Highway, Washington, Ellis Photo, $170. Ellis, if you don't know, prominent, prolific real photo postcard producer for Seattle and Washington State, especially landscapes. What did that sell for? Like $6, $5, $9. This is the first postcard I ever used Google image search on because I couldn't figure out what it was. Site and farm where Albright. What it says is site and farm where Albright died. And it's a touring car, people visiting, blah, 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 blah. Sold it for $9.31 despite all of its condition issues. We got Mackinac Island, Michigan, the boat, just the marina, I think, race time at Mackinac Island. I like to call it Mackinac. If you are from Michigan, sorry, not sorry. If you are with somebody who is from Michigan, do not call it Mackinac. They do not find it funny. That one sold for $3.95. Baylor University, Dallas, Texas, the medical center, sold for $4.95. Hospitals always do pretty good. And that is that for the postcards. Sup, Cameron, Joe, Brian. So yeah, not going to be a super long show. Did list some postcards this morning. Nothing too crazy. Oh, it looks like I sold some stuff. So today's thumbnail, just a little topic of discussion. Dude, oh my God, this guy will not leave it alone. He keeps sending me unsolicited offers on listings with no offers. And finally, I just told him off. Basically, I just told him if there's an offer button, use it. If there's not one, you have a choice, buy it or don't. There's not a third option to message me with an offer. Either buy it, don't, or leave me alone. You don't get to make the rules in my store. I do. Anyways, all right. So before we jump into the shipping, I am just going to show you guys a little something. All right. Here we go. We are going to search for Xbox video games. All right. Now check this out. Number one. First, this is first page of listings. Xbox One games, you choose. Xbox One games, pick and choose. Xbox original games, buy 3 get 1 free, you choose. Choose, 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 choose. All right. Then below the line, choose, 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 choose. Oh, hey, look. The first actual single listing game. Choose, 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 choice, 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 choice. All right, now check this out. We're just going to do postcards category with the word choose. There's a few. Here's one. But look, they are on the, first page of Brazil. Well, I did use choose. It did come up with, I don't know. You pick, 700 listings, which percentage-wise is not terribly small, right? Or not terribly large. It's not as bad. But basically, there's a lot of these choice listings. If you just do postcards, look at this, 50 random. That's not so bad. That's just, I don't understand how these sell. 78 sold of just random postcards. Random vintage postcard lot of 10 for $5, free shipping. I wonder what you get. Why? Look at that. That's weird. But you don't see the choice listings as much. Now, let's go 45 RPM record. Oops. Still, none of the ones we've seen has, look at this, 3,000 sold. I have actually reported this listing a couple of times now. You can't do this. Here's the choice all the way down here. They didn't even do variation listings. Look at that. Look at how many records are in one listing. How the hell is eBay not banning this dude for life? 4,800 items sold. He has how many listings? Can't even tell. $156 items. With 156 items and 3,000 of them, 3,000 off of one listing. That's insane. The amount of money that eBay is taking from us on promotions is terrible, especially when you look at something like this. These are people who are gaming search, right? They are abusing multi-quantity listings and variation listings, or variation listings, right? That last one we looked at, this guy, Brains, he probably doesn't even, with 100 listings, 150 listings, he probably has the minimum store level. So they're losing out on all of that revenue from subscriptions. Now, multiply that by the 1,000 or so sellers who are doing this. Not to mention, this punishes the sellers who are playing by the rules. When your listings aren't showing up because these ones are showing up at the top because they get preferred placement because they're trending. They're basically like, it's like the Amazon buy box, right? You're getting screwed. I bet if we did something like Disneyland postcard. See if we've got any that show up with choice. That seems like something that might. Nope. It tends to be the case the broader your category or the broader your search terms, you'll show up more often. But how often is somebody just searching 45 record or Xbox video game? You're going to show up in a shitload of searches. Sorry. Yeah, those variation listings need to go away. Yeah, so the same thing, like I'll give you the example. The matches that I've been selling, the more you sell of one, the better you're going to show up in search, right? Because eBay knows that you have it in stock. You are your customers so far have not had any problems. It's worthwhile for them to put you up front because you're more likely to make a sale. So they're going to give you a bump in search. Yeah, I agree with this. I agree with that. It is a terrible buying experience, right? You do a search for the thing that you want. Ooh, seller wants to sell me something. Let's see here. $76 for this postcard album. Let's see if I should take it. It's only 10% off. That's not great. All right, meh. What are we working with here? Piece of furniture. Marshall, Massachusetts. Whittier's birthplace, meh. Nothing jumping out at me. There's really nothing good in here, is there? Whittier's birthplace. Yeah, these are all like landmarks. And they want how much? These all look like freaking Mount Vernon. $85 for 90 postcards. Ugh. Decline offer. I don't think I need to watch this anymore. Unwatch. Yes, that is correct. So with eBay, remember conversion is key. A listing that converts to a sale once is more likely to do it again if it's multi-quantity. So Renfro Sells actually talked about this the other day. He had a listing he had around forever, and then one day it sold once, and then the other two followed right behind it. I've had that experience as well. Perhaps you guys have also. All right, I had a late arrival here. I need to go grab real quick. Bear with me. I had it ready in case this guy sold, so be right back. The one that sold is this. I'm going to put it on screen. This kind of very cool foil card for House of David miniature train in Michigan. So yeah, why talk about this? Well, one, as the fees go up, price of promoted listings go up, harder to sell items, search is not great, buyer experience is going down, buyer confidence is going down. That these sellers who are using these these variation listings in this way, if they're willing to game the system that way, what else are they doing? I bet you almost guarantee the vast majority of those like disc only variation listings are going out media mail. Almost guarantee it. I've had discs sent to me on eBay, stamped envelope, no tracking. And I mean, stamped envelope, fine. If you get it here, that's better than using media mail, which is also rampant on eBay. They should pay me to take that album. Nice. That's nice. I have quite a few postcards that are waiting for payment. That said, I've pretty much only listed postcards for the past like week, I'm kind of like ready to be listing some other stuff. So I'm going to try to focus on that today. I have a small pile I want to get done today. I already did about 30 or so this morning before I pulled orders, and I've got another little stack of cards that I picked up when I was in Colorado that I kind of want to get to. So we'll see. And they haven't been like super high value postcards either. There's been a lot of bread and butter, which is fine, but it's not as fun to list, the $2 to $3 stuff. It's kind of a bit of a grind. I've been grinding on those for a week. Is that a real photo? No, I don't think it is. All right, switch this up real quick. Baylor University. There was a lot that came in while I was gone. I showed last week. Ended up being like, thank God for shitty pictures and postcard sellers who don't know what they have. I have discovered can be incredibly profitable. You get pretty low prices, and there's almost always something they don't know they've got. Not every time, but your risk is low. And if you all you have to do is list them individually, and you're going to make your money back, albeit maybe slowly. But usually there's at least one or two cards that will sell relatively quickly and pay for the whole thing. So yeah, what's frustrating about it is, eBay cracks down and removes listings on, for stuff that's like marginally, like in the bottles category. If you have a bottle that it's not clear that it's empty, and it can be very difficult to photo or to take pictures of a bottle that is, not clear and prove that it's empty. I have gone so far in some cases to like hold the bottle out in front of the camera upside down and show that nothing's coming out of it. And that listing got taken down. So I don't know what, what the hell, really. Even if you put empty in the title, and you're supposed to put the text from the alcohol policy and a link to it on within eBay. I did that. Still, I followed all the rules. Still got taken down. And then here you have eBay losing revenue, black and white violations of their listing policy, and nothing. Yeah, right. Joe, because they're not the exact same item. Have you read the policy? And why are you doing that? Yeah. So the variation listings are when you have the exact same item with one variation. Right? So a t-shirt that you have in 5 different sizes or colors, that'd be a variation listing. If you have the 1988 Topps baseball card set and you have each player listed in there different, those are in completely distinct items, each card within that set. When you don't do that, you're essentially what eBay looks at as avoiding insertion fees. So who's OS1 and OS2? Yeah, if you go look at the policy, that's definitely. Oh, gotcha. I don't know about that, but I don't know if they're not eBay. First of all, if you're just talking to eBay support, then no. And they will. I have seen rarely takedowns of variation listings, but it's barely enforced. And essentially what they are doing is what they look at it as is search manipulation and avoiding fees, avoiding insertion fees. So sold this gold medal flour recipe booklet, and it sold for $12.50. And you know what? In the case of like sports cards in the same set, that might be an incorrect example now that I'm thinking about it, because you have only one variation within that, which is the player's name. It isn't the same as a record or a video game where it is a distinctly different item. If the only thing that is changing within the set is your player's name, Joe, you actually are probably okay in that I'm giving that a second thought. But if you're listing something like, if it's all the same set, all the same, like same year, all that stuff, that is probably okay now if I give that a second thought. But if you're listing other sets or completely other different cards, like if you have an 87 Topps Mark McGwire in the same variation listing as like a 1990 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr., that would be an abuse of the policy. You can't do that. But I think if you do the same set, that is probably okay. It's still okay. So yes, you have tons of listings, but a lot of the people who use those are people who should have higher store levels and don't. The second part of that is, so those sellers who have 100 listings but 3,000 sales through one of those listings, that is pretty much avoiding fees, right? You're avoiding subscription fees and insertion fees. And if you're avoiding, basically, if you have 10,000 listings and you have 300 items in one of those listings, you may have those available to you now, but you're also not dipping into the well of listings, right? So you're saving yourself those fees later. I don't think it's not a silly rule. There's a reason for it. And it is manipulating search. That's why another reason why it exists. No, I don't care. And I agree. It's not new. Yeah, I see that would be not how you use it. That is. I'm pretty sure you're fine, Joe, with how you're using it. This is not. That is not how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, I heard about that too. He's getting out, which is fine. Good for him. But if if any of you out there sell video games ever, and you're wondering why good titles aren't selling, well, maybe nobody's finding your title because there's 10 variation listings that show up before yours, even if you're promoting. All right, here we go. Next up, this here pipe bag. This came out of the House of Horrors. Surprised it took so long. Sold for $13.56. It's nice not to have a like crazy amount to get done in a short amount of time today. I have to say it's nice to take it a little easier. I think that that makes sense too. I think they should. I also don't think they should give a bump to variation listings based on sales. Like if I think that making a like it is pretty clear in eBay that they don't want you offering choices to customers and within your listing. But also, like, you know, this has been going on forever, right? It's unlikely to change. Even though the amount of money that eBay could make off of fixing this problem and the downstream experience for customers would be so much better, it's unlikely to change. Sold a lot of paperback books. This is Sci-Fi by Aaron Elkins. Old Bones, Uneasy Relations, Skeleton Dance, Murder in the Queen's Armies, Dead Men's Hearts. Lot sold for $11.48, which is not too shabby. And, you know, also my point here is not that, like, wah, 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 eBay, stop it. Make them stop. This is bad. Like, it's kind of like, well, clearly they don't care. So why not do that? Like, you know, until the day when they come through and take it down, like, you know, if they're allowing the system to be gamed, then why not game the shit out of it? Like I am not one to like let any loophole just go exploited unexploited, honestly. Like, my only issue is I don't have a lot of stuff that is variation listingable, like where I have enough quantity and variety, unless I did that in postcards. But I don't think that's going to fly with most postcards buyers. But I think that it also, on the flip side of that, it does treat the people who are following the rules. It affects those sellers downstream negatively. And I think when you have a policy like that, many sellers are going to do their best to follow those policies. And honestly, they're getting screwed by doing so. The same way that, the customers who are abusing media mail are ultimately costing all the people who don't abuse media mail by, forcing higher fees. If the post office is not making the revenue they should off of first class or ground advantage or priority because of misuse of media mail, those charges hurt. They're going to increase fees, and that's going to hurt everybody, right? Like, whatever the opposite of a rising tide lifts all boats. Well, a falling tide sinks all ships. I disagree. How is it inefficient to make a separate listing for each item? Exactly. This is exactly correct. I agree with this. When you're selling it now, if they were new Skylanders, I might, and they were from the same set or from same series or whatever, I might be like, because then you're talking about brand new items with one variant, right? But if you have a boilerplate description, I don't think that really applies. All right. I sold this. It's a trivet by Wilton. Wilton stuff sells. It's not usually great money. I got this, I think, at a thrift store maybe. It's been in the store for a while. It only sold for $6.26. So, Gonna go get some cardboard, go in a flat rate envelope, and be done. I think actually maybe I got this last time I was in Colorado. I got 2 trivets there, and I think I paid the other one sold for good money, but it was way cooler. Oh, let me catch up. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean the idea behind the having variation listings available is for when you have a variant, right? So I mean, I'm like I said, like clearly eBay doesn't care, so why not? At the end of the day, but either that or like the day of reckoning is coming. So watch out. All right, next up, I sold a back buddy. One of these things. That came out of my parents' house. And yeah, that's that. It's gonna go. How am I sending this? Gonna go ground advantage. $12 shipping. Like nothing's gonna happen to this. This is just a big stupid chunk of plastic. So I'm not gonna box it. I'm not gonna do nothing. I don't even think I'm gonna worry about hiding the UPS logos on these. What a dumb package. Seriously. That's what she said. one thing it does sort of play into is there's the whole, like, we saw a couple of those listings a minute ago of, box of, or a lot of 10 random postcards, right? Technically, that is a violation as well, because you're not supposed to do mystery boxes. That's still a mystery lot, right? If it's a lot of 10 postcards and you don't know what postcards you're getting, that's a mystery lot. That is also against the rules, and there's no enforcement of that unless you explicitly say mystery lot. They're not going to catch it. Yeah, I figured it was a good discussion. I mean, my opinions on it are, generally speaking, I try to look at it from the average seller's point of view rather than my personal experience, because I don't think that it affects me and what I sell very much. However, there's a lot of sellers, I'm sure, that are affected by it. And the problem is, even if they start enforcing it, right? There are going to be a lot of sellers that are eBay's really bad about equal enforcement. I'll put it that way. They will take down a lot of sellers, but they won't take them all down. Or they'll take down a lot of listings, but they won't take them all down. And I mean, if they're using AI, like, you know what? How about you take those resources off of creating garbage descriptions for listings, which really, they're bad. Like, let's be real. They're freaking dumb. You've read the AI listings. They're so bad. It's like, this rare and vintage postcard, blah, 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 is a perfect addition to anyone's collection. It's like, I did that on on a Niagara Falls postcard. Linen Niagara Falls postcard. Not rare. This is a hat, by the way. It's for ADAC Alaska something. Sold for $12.20. That was another one of the categories that I had to go in and fix the weights of everything. There was a bunch in there that had 12 and 13 ounces. They should have all been 8 or less, so even boxed. I mean, honestly, it would be in their benefit to enforce it. They would get more listing fees or subscription fees. All right, sold a couple of records. I think I'm going to try doing this one or a record and a laser disc, I should say. Maybe do this a little different this time. I'm going to try it on the cheap one first, which is The Wonderful World of Christmas. It's a promotional Christmas record from Capitol Records. Let's see who we got on this. It's got Bing Crosby, Dinah Shore, We Need a Little Christmas. You know the one. It's the one where they're like, all out the holly. That one. I bet I have it on here. What else we got? Nat King Cole. Little Heads and Bunk Beds by Tony Orlando. Anywho. Yeah, I'm not going to worry so much about the tuck under on these, I don't think. Maybe a little bit. Because it's going to do just as good a job. That's really doing the same thing. Especially if I do that. It's going to save a little bit on the weight. Make a tiny little extra money on this inexpensive record. I'm not going to subject all of you to dinosaur. Don't worry. Going to Pawtucket, Rhode Island. I've heard that there was once a man from there. had a hole in his head. Terrible, terrible. He made the best of it, though. Joe versus the Volcano on Laserdisc. I think probably one of the most underrated movies of all time. It is a absolutely fantastic movie. One of my favorites. If you have not seen it and want a good time, you should watch it. Meg Ryan plays 3 different characters. It has one of the funniest scenes about purchasing luggage you will ever see. All right, folks. Well, this is the last package. So, if I'll play you off if somebody gives me a good thing that I can start. Also, by the way, that goddamn Lady Gaga song was stuck in my head for like 4 days. So thanks for that. Whoop. Brittany. All right. Let me think about that for a second. Still thinking. Yeah, somebody. I mean, you're about to get freaking Britney Spears. Ugh. All right, I'll do it. See if I can do anything with it. I don't think I've ever played this track, so we're gonna see what happens. Look, it broke my computer.
Guess who's back? 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 I created a monster, cause nobody wants to see monster when they want shady. I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jump off my heart quicker than a shot. When I get shots at the hospital by the doctor when they're not cooperating. When I'm rocking the table while he's operating. You waited too long to stop debating, cause I'm back, I'm on the rag and ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicated. So the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. So come on again, come on the lips, fuck that, come on the lips, come on the tips and get ready. This shit's about to get heavy, I just settled on my lawsuit. Fuck you, get it now. This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. Little hellions, kids feeling rebellious, embarrassed, the parents still listen to Elvis. They start feeling like prisoners helpless, till someone comes along on a mission and yells, a visionary, vision is scary, it's called a revolution, polluting the airwaves, a rebel. So just let me revel and bask in the fact that I got everyone kissing my ass, and it's a disaster, such a catastrophe for you to see so damn much of my ass. You ask for me, well I'm back. Fix your minutes and I'm tuning in and I'm gonna enter in front of your skin like a splinter. The center of attention, back for the winner. I'm interesting. The best things in wrestling, investing in your kids' ears and nesting. Attention, please, attention. Soon as someone mentions me, it's my 10 cents. My 2 cents is free and nuisance. Who said you sit for me? This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. Let's just get a task, I will tip the tap with anybody who's talking this shit, that shit, Chris Kirkpatrick. You can get your ass kicked, worse in the middle of biscuit bastards and Moby. You can get stoned by Obi. You 36-year-old boy, they fag low. You don't know me, you too old, let go, it's over. Nobody listen to techno, now let's go. Just give me the signal, I'll be there with a whole list full of new insults. I've been no suspenseful with a pencil ever since Prince turned himself into a symbol. But sometimes the shit just seems everybody only wants to discuss me. So this must mean I'm disgusting. But it's just me, I'm just obscene. And I'm not the first king of controversy. I am the worst thing from Elvis Presley to do black music so selfishly. Use it to get myself wealthy.
There's all they did was like lay in half a Britney beat, and that's not good enough. I need better. Beastie Boys. I need something. Beastie Boys. All right, I can do Beastie Boys. That's easy enough. What do I want to do though? There's so many good ones. All right, give me a minute here. Give me just a minute. All right, I'll try and find it. All
Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Hello. 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 Yeah. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Hello. It's times like this when the juice can't stop. Can't watch your body without the body rock. Got schemes, go ahead and do print off file. You got the activity to make it all work. So I can take my time and bring a line. I wonder what it is. I hope you find. I don't mean to brag, don't mean to boast, but I'm intercontinental when I eat French toast and raw. With the new edition, gave it all down for the year 2000. Like the straps, you can't get you paid. And when it comes to that type shit, I pay the money. Boys to the early morn, because we rockin' on and on. Be girls to the break of dawn. Be work, be rockin' on and on. Dogs love me cause I'm crazy still. But you never know. I got the ill irreverent. I'm on your headphones. I love it when you spaz out all alone. Cause I'm that fool that broke the king. I'm like a bull, so don't check me. I got weight on my shoulders, on my mind. The sky is falling and I'm falling behind. So the sun sounds as it packs your brain. Same game, with me like that. So now I wonder how. Sometimes you never know. Who they rockin' y'all in stereo, in stereo, in stereo, in stereo. I know it sounds like a present to work shit out. That's what we're going on and on and on about. I'm not thinking, just making beats in the dungeon. Keep that shit fucking good, the order and play shit. Shame the game. I'm trying to pull on my crack because it has a 10. But I find out what playing with the full deck. I'm up to my head like to lose slush. All I want to know is when to check out time. So I can be another with the rhythm of rhyme. When I'm with my man, shiny right the gates. We'll be rocking rhythm to a disco bass. Be boys to the early morn. Be girls, be rocking on and on. Be girls to the break of dawn. Be boys, be rocking on and on. On and on, 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 on and Hubo una vez un gran rey que tenía muchas tierras, un castillo y también un amor. Hubo una vez un gran rey que tenía muchas tierras, un castillo y también un amor. Hubo una vez un gran rey que tenía muchas tierras, un castillo y también un amor. Hubo una vez un gran rey que tenía muchas tierras, un castillo y también un amor. Hubo una vez un gran rey que tenía muchas tierras, un castillo y también un amor.
Damn it. So I tracked down that ending sample, but I couldn't remember what it was. There it is. Is that it? No. Maybe I don't have it. I need to download that. Yeah. That's what that sample's from.
Porque no tiene ni castillo ni amor. Hoy el rey no puede ser feliz porque no tiene ya su amor.
Yeah, I gotta go. I got work. But I need to make sure that's on my computer. I don't know why it's not. All right, folks, I got to go do some listing and stuff. I hope you all have a great day. We'll be back, tomorrow, assuming some things sell. They usually do. See if we got anything in the hopper. Got a $3 postcard. Yeah, baby. Ooh, and an offer. Let's see here. Brundage Valentine's Day. That's been in the store a while. I'm going to take it. All right. Have a good one. We'll catch you on the 50 Flop. Peace out.